This is what you should do with your life. Rather than waste your time trying to pursue education, this is what you should actually do. Right? Here's the congregation goals and so on. Everything is riddle. Ministry training school, Bethel service, platinum course, full-time ministry is a noble goal and it brings countless blessing. You hear that? Noble goal to become a pioneer. A very noble goal. And the funny thing, is that you're not sacrificing education to preach truth, You're sacrificing your education, time and resources to preach falsehood, then, so to speak. Lies and all these things. This is Jehovah's Witness for you guys. Now for the final one. You hear me talking about education? Should I quit school? I don't even need. This is the book it come from. I wouldn't even need to read it. I'm sure this is a question that is never asked in any Christian church. Never. Because every Christian church, your members is seeking to upgrade themselves so that they can get more money. So why the need for such a question? It is because the Jehovah's Witnesses are not big on education. Walter Martin pointed out this. I said it in my video, Cults on the Mission Field. Right? I'm not going to read this out just for time's sake. But if you read it, you will get the hard copy evidence, right? That you actually need. Right, guys? So my only purpose for doing this, is so that you will have hard copy evidence. But for time's sake, I'm not going to go into it. The very fact that they ask this question to begin with, it is a telltale sign for you that they discourage education. They discourage it. And this is why Walter Martin says that the Mormons is better than them in this regard. Because with the Mormons, they are big on education, and that is what makes them look so attractive to the average person. Or they act and so forth. They seem like such warm, mellow and peaceful people, even though they have damnable heresies. And this is what causes them to actually bewitch so many people, because people find them to be they have such wonderful things to say about Mormons. Whereas with Jehovah's Witness, it's not the same. Right? For the way how Jehovah's Witness actually win members is by trying to subdue the more damnable teachings that would actually have you raising red flags. They try to suppress those teachings and not show you them too early. They would more want to wait until you reach a certain stage of indoctrination before they give you their other draconian teachings, then, so to speak. Because I'm sure if most persons actually know this, right, before they had actually joined the Jehovah's Witness, if you know this, that Jehovah's Witness is not big on education, you're not going to join. But the average person who join, they don't know these things right away, guys. It's later down the line that they actually know these kind of teaching. And this is something that most cults actually practice. Because if you know some of the teaching of Seventh-day Adventists from beforehand, most of us, if we had known, we wouldn't join it. We would not have joined it. Next, they talk about how can I earn more freedom and why won't my parents let me have fun. I won't talk about these teachings now, right? So I won't get into it. That is for a separate video. This one, right? Why won't my parents let me have fun? This I'll talk about in a video itself. I can't say when. And likewise, masturbation, right? For this one, I won't knock them hard on this because this is very subjective as to whether it's a sin or not. It's very subjective. I know that many evangelical Christians, right, have it to say that it's a sin. So even if Jehovah's Witness believe it's a sin, I wouldn't knock them on it because, as I say, the Bible doesn't specifically talk about masturbation. So as a result, this is rather a subjective kind of thing. It's open to opinion, right? Because the Bible doesn't say definitively whether it's wrong or whether it's right, right? But as for this one, without reading, going into it, right? Remember, this is for another video, and this is for another video. But this one, I won't be having another video for this. I'll just talk about it, right? Number 21, I won't even go much into it, right? The thing is that the Jehovah's Witness is a very controlling church, right? You hardly have any time to do anything for yourself. You hardly have time for recreation. And so this is why they even have this topic to begin with, you know. Why won't my parents let me have fun? How can I earn more freedom? It is because it's a very legalistic church. Very, very legalistic. And you notice in this other one, how can I have a good time? Right? What will I do with my life? You notice these topics? What should I know about school friendship? There's a reason for these topics, you know. It is because this is a highly controlling group and they try to control their members so much, right? They control their time, they control their associations, they control every little thing about their life. And so this is why you have these topics to begin with. Same thing you find with the Kevin Smith cult that I had actually covered. Most cults are very legalistic in nature, right? I'm so sorry that I couldn't go into more on their teaching, but there you have it, guys. Hard copy evidence for you. These are books that I'll keep for myself, just in case people want to say that I'm telling lies. On the Jehovah's Witness Church, I have hard copy evidence. Right, guys? I have hard copy evidence. But nevertheless, guys, I know that this is quite a lengthy one, so I won't make it any longer. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Oh, how could I forget that the Jehovah's Witness also believe that Jesus is Michael the Archangel? Perhaps I will bring up back that and I'll show you again hard copy evidence of this, because SDAs believe this also, right? So when the time is right, I will talk about that. With that being said, bye bye now.